Просто у нас еще нету 3 человек, чтобы по 300 рублей. Да.
300 рублей?
Да, я все вижу, я все читаю. Что ты там?
По 300, так по 300.
Ну,
Давайте.
он написал окей, сейчас будет. Буквально в течение минутки.
Запиши транслитор пидор.
Ребят, неужели? Джон Ромеро. Эй! Джон!
Глаз, ну, ребята, что это такое?
Hello.
Hey, John.
How you doing?
How are you? We're great. How are you doing, John?
Good.
Thank you. Thanks a lot for joining us today. It's quite an honor.
It's really late, isn't it?
It's probably night for you as well in Ireland.
Yeah. Hey there. Yeah, it's only what? It's only 8:40. It's not too late.
Oh, it's around midnight.
It's after mid. Yes, it's after midnight your time, right?
Oh yeah, I apologize for not being able to go there with the crowds. I'm with a mic, and it has a short port. So I was speaking there.
Oh, there's a camera. Let me see if I can change the camera here.
Okay, so I'd like to introduce John Romero, creator of one of the creators of Doom, to everyone. Wait, no! I know, but I have to introduce the person. Who is this guy? See you! Okay, so I have a few questions for you if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure. I'll answer whatever you got.
And the first question goes, we have one first question from a friend from Moscow.
Yeah.
You probably know him. And I quote, how is life in Ireland to you and Brenda? The Level Lord wishes all the best for a beautiful long time now.
That's cool. Yeah, it's going great. We love it. Ireland is amazing. Couldn't ask for a better place to live.
Все там бодро, короче. Excuse me, people here don't know English well, so I'll just say not to interrupt the conversation. Okay.
Cool.
Okay. I'm a bit nervous. Apologize. So I probably get a lot of requests these days. It's Doom's anniversary right now, so
Yeah.
yes. I have a lot of
It's super busy. Yeah.
well, speaking of busy, I know you and Brenda are doing a lot of speeches lately, and design all other topics. You could have been invited to a speech or event in Russia. I feel like dropping by sometime, maybe.
I think so. I think that we just have to, I think Brenda's working on the scheduling for that. She's the one that handles all of the scheduling for stuff. She's in Spain right now.
I see. I see. So, have you been ever invited to an event in Russia?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was in Moscow in 2004, I think it was, for the Cree conference, and KR, the Cree conference, and I think I gave Stalker the Game of the Year award.
Oh, I think that's,
It was a long time ago.
I think it was a bit later than 2004.
Oh, it came out later. No, it came out later, but I gave them the award in 2004. They were still making the game.
now that you're not overseas, is there any chance you would like to visit us for some kind of event? Do you have anything interesting going on? Maybe next year, maybe the year after that.
Yeah, probably. Brenda is the one who handles all of that stuff, and we're going to be done with the game that we're working on, before too long, and I think there's probably going to be a press tour that's going to happen after that, which means we travel again all over the place.
Okay, so I have a couple of questions about your boss designs, Doom, specifically short games.
Yeah.
So a lot of design you created in Doom was like from other games, and in Doom Shareware we had a boss in face of two barons, which then appeared as a common enemy design, and basically pioneered that. And a lot of people use that afterwards. Did you come up with an idea coincidentally, or was it intended? What was your thinking? What was your design with this?
Well, the basic idea was that after that boss, when players got to the second episode of Doom, we wanted to have a boss at the end of it, but we wanted to have like these mini bosses that would make areas of levels difficult. And using the boss from the first episode, at least one of them, would be something that they could overcome. Not too hard, but just one of them would feel like a mini boss and just kind of eat a lot of ammo, basically. And so the players would have something to overcome on the way to the final boss of the episode in the 8th level.
You did that before Destiny Rainbows, isn't it?
Yeah, that was on purpose. And it was like we get to reuse the stuff that we made already, and the player gets, he has more of a challenge. The player's getting better as they move through the different episodes of the game, so they need more of a challenge when they move through it. So using the previous boss as a mini boss is a challenge, and the fact that we made that mini boss not crazy difficult because we had two of them, to actually make it difficult, that means that we could just use one everywhere that we wanted to, and it was tougher than the regular monsters.
So you basically had the same idea for Doom 2, where you used Mastermind 2 as a common enemy.
In Doom 2.
The place, yes, in Doom 2.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay. So the next question would be quickly, diving into the past. Do you remember Demo 2 in version 1.666 shareware? Can you remember who exactly played the Granary?
Demo?
Yeah.
What is this in the game?
Yes, it was an old, perhaps a beta demo for Doom Shareware 1.666. It's called Demo 2. One of our persons asked this question, I don't know why.
I don't remember seeing that. Like what? I don't know when that demo played.
I think that demo played. I think that demo played before League of Doom. Maybe a bit later. So it's. Yeah. So it was
Yeah, probably would have been Sean Green.
Sean Green.
Yeah. Yeah. Usually I always played with Sean Green.
Okay. Thank you.
Some questions.
Yeah, American was not around during Doom 1.
Okay. Well, I'd like to ask you questions about your current endeavors as well.
Sure.
So, you
Закончить вопрос.
got quite a lot of attention when you made two new maps for
На
Doom.
английском, то есть. Ну, а теперь он, если что,
Были у них какие-то планы
And what was your intention behind this? Why would you go back
То
to
есть ты же знаешь,
two
что
more maps?
каждый босс
Was it
я думаю, что вот сейчас он закончит, он даст мне например, микрофон, пока я отвечаю, ты можешь его спросить, но ты поможешь, если что.
сложно достаточно.
Ну, нет, он поможет.
Yeah, that's what I said. I think I said that when I released the maps. I said that I'm just doing more map design practice, getting ready for Black Room, and that's why I made a couple Doom maps. And I chose the Doom maps specifically so I could kind of, say that, okay, here's a bunch of maps that I did for the entire first episode, so you don't have, even if say or having Tom Hall's original design stuff in it. If I make two more maps, then I can say I've made the whole episode.
Well, about the Black Room, I know that it's your next project. It's a super secret project. You're not talking anything about it. So I'd like to ask you if you're still pursuing your goal of making the best first-person shooter ever.
I can't say what I'm working on, but there's going to be an announcement on Monday.
It must be a secret, you can talk to us.
We're going to be announcing on Monday what one of the things I've been working on. Yeah.
Okay. That's quite a lot of time to Monday.
It's only 24 hours, what, 48 hours?
So you mentioned Tom Hall. You've been working quite a lot with Tom Hall lately, as far as I know. You've been working with Brenda, with Tom, and you all have Kickstarter projects that weren't quite successful. Is there any chance you're maybe working together in the future on something with Tom, with Brenda as a team? Like in
I've been working with Brenda for years on a game together, multiple games. And Tom, I have not worked with Tom since 2013, I think, because when we our game company called Loot Drop, we stopped operations at the end of January 2013, and Tom went to go work at Play First, which is in San Francisco, and so he's been at Play First since 2013, and we restarted the company later in 2013 to do a project, and then we stopped working on that project at the end of 2014, I believe. That's the company called Loot Drop that we had for about 5.5 years or so. And my oldest son is a lead programmer at Play First, so he sees Tom every day. But I haven't worked with Tom in 5 years now, something like that. But I work with Brenda all the time.
So any plans maybe to work with Tom in the future or something like
Nope. Yeah, we don't have any plans on working together. The stuff that we're doing is super different. He's at Play First, which is a company that makes a certain types of games, and that's where he lives is in that creative space of what they do. And we're in Ireland, and we're totally making 3 different kinds of games. They're all different platforms, and so there's no reason to work with Tom right now.
So, you mentioned working on Loot Drop in the past. You had different projects that were canceled. I remember that you worked on an educational MMO in the past. Is this a project that is without any chance of restoration or something like that?
Oh, probably. Yeah, that project stopped in 2009. So I worked on it for 4 years, from 2005 to 2009, and then we had to stop working on it. So since it's been 9 years since it's been stopped, I doubt that they're going to do anything with it. But some of the things that our learning design team figured out while working on that game has been taken out of the MMO, not physically taken out, but just the ideas and the designs taken from the MMO and put into a game that's been out on iOS for a few years now. It's called Was It Trouble? WUZZIT. Was It Trouble? And it's really some of the educational interactive stuff that we were putting into the MMO. I'm not just in VR. I like AR.
Okay, so another question about so-called board.
Opportunity.
It's better to version himself. Maybe you know what he's up to. Has he retired from writing, gaming music now?
Yeah, I think he did. He retired a long time ago. And I haven't talked to him in a while, so I can't tell you what he's doing. But I know that there's a recent interview with him on YouTube. There's somebody who basically goes around and does interviews with different game musicians, people that compose music for games. So there's a YouTube series that I think he's in that came out pretty recently.
This is a very talented person, actually, so it's really weird that he dropped out so quickly.
Well, music was not his entire life. So he was a lawyer for a long time before he started doing music. And then he did music for, at least 10 years, something like that, maybe even more than that. And then he probably moved on to something else.
I don't have any questions on the list. Have some super exclusive related trivia for us that you never shared before with anyone.
Game-related trivia. Well, there's all kinds of stuff that you probably wouldn't know. I could ask you, hey, did you know this? And, I could actually ask you an obvious question, but I doubt that you'd be able to get it just because it's not that obvious, actually, to everybody, I think. The quit messages in Doom 2, when you quit the game, you hit escape to quit, and it says, some kind of message about quitting, and you answer yes or no. And one of those quit messages was, the game now has, and I wonder if you know what that reference is for.
We have quite a connection problem right when you started.
Great.
The message.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay. So when the quit message that pops up, let me see, I can actually find what that message is.
Это тупой вопрос.
Alright, it is quit messages, here we go. There are actually different quit messages before we publish the game. And they're only in the source code of the game, the old source code, and they're really awful quit messages. So this one, that was my daughter. There was a quit message that says, "You want to quit? Then thou hast lost an eighth."
Yeah, that's a really weird one.
Do you know what that is a reference to?
No idea.
So it's a reference to Ultima 4.
Wow.
Which is called Quest of the Avatar. If you
This is actually a game I couldn't ever get into, but I desperately want to.
yeah, what happens?
It's too great to drop it.
It's a great game. If you in Ultima 4, you have 8 virtues, and you're trying to become the best human in a certain virtue. And when you get to the best in a virtue, if you do something wrong, like the opposite of what you should be doing in that virtue, you lose an 8. And basically there are 8 segments that you fill up, and you basically lose an 8 every time you do something bad. And the game says that, then thou hast lost an 8.
Kind of makes sense. Did anyone get the reference at the release?
Oh yeah, totally. Lots of people did, because the game was only 10 years old.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roof.
And in Doom 2, there's a quick message that says, don't go now, there's a dimensional shambler waiting at the DOS prompt.
Yes,
And-
this is a weird one because we know the shamblers are from Quake, which is...
Yep.
Хочется задать вопрос.
Yeah, and we didn't know that there would be
А ты как
shamblers
раз
in
ты
Quake
подойдешь к нему и уточнишь, как
at that time.
и по-английски.
So when I put that in there,
Окей?
yeah, when I put that in there, I did not know.
So at the time, the Quake was...
Просто у него явно словарный запас больше, чем у меня. Увы.
Yeah, yep, it was not HP Lovecraft at that time.
Okay, thank you for trivia.
Давайте поздравим.
Right.
Question,
That-
нет, question есть.
The last question, I guess. Because I got
Okay.
Questions! Last questions!
a few questions.
Few questions.
Okay.
So one guy from this one, you can see him. He asks, what kind of music are you into right now?
Well, I listen to a lot of Buckethead, and different video game music. Like, I've been listening to Into the Breach soundtrack. I have a lot of game music from all over the place. I used to listen to a lot of Japanese import music for lots of Final Fantasies and Super Nintendo games and stuff. But I listen to jazz, a lot of jazz. But, you know, half the time it's just Buckethead because he's made hundreds of albums.
Чем-то Ромеро похож на нас, он тоже слушает
Вот.
музыки именно из
Yeah.
игр. В играх
Yeah, he is insane.
Именно, это вот...
вообще.
Ну, не
Yeah,
скажу, что ближе
yeah, I
к
love
народу,
it.
но...
Приятно.
Нет, да.
Another question
Окей.
from the audience.
Передай микрофон. Пока что помоги.
Hello.
Ромеро, hey.
Yes.
I'm Scott White, Arsenij, and I have some questions not about Doom, if you
Okay.
not. Как бы
And now you can't think of what those questions are.
what you can tell me some maybe history and some funny facts this
Yeah, but good.
yeah, I can translate for you like я сам попытаюсь. Это- What you can tell some about game named Serious Sam and Crow Team? In fact, maybe you see some opponent is in FPS and something else. What do you think about Serious Sam? Okay.
So when it comes to shooters, I like shooters that make me want to go forward in them, and shooters that make me run backwards all the time. To me, it's just really strange. And Serious Sam kind of made me want to run backwards a lot, and that didn't feel like the way I feel like I like to play a shooter. So I only played a little bit of Serious Sam, not that much, because I didn't really like running backwards.
You like it? I can run backwards. And you're waiting seriously for the plan BDS.
I played it a little bit.
You're waiting Citizen 4.
Are you racist?
No, I'm not.
No?
No.
Okay.
I like the big cacodemon.
It's okay.
Everybody really likes the cacodemon. There's several cacodemons there.
Да.
Who wins the tournament?
Еще один вопрос и все.
Не, говори громче, пожалуйста.
I like the cacodemon, yeah.
First prize.
Yes.
So, we'd like to thank you for your time, John. It's really been an honor. I wish you happy anniversary, 25th anniversary of Doom. Wish you the great events. Wish you luck in your future endeavors, your speeches. Best wishes to your wife Brenda and kids. Well,
Thank you for the best.
thank you for this game, for this evening, and thanks to you, if we get into hell, we know what to do.
For the best childhood.
Yeah, everybody there has played Doom for a long time, right?
Not if we going to hell, when we going to hell.
Okay, so I have a little last question for you. If we ever get, and we will, our next convention dedicated to Doom, would you care to join us for 5 minutes of deathmatch? Sometime.
Yeah, that'd be great. That would be great.
Yeah!
I played Doom Deathmatch a lot.
Nice to hear that.
It would be great to have you. It was great to have you
Thanks.
here. If you have any questions for us, feel free. That's the right time to ask. Thank you for your time.
Great. Yeah, thanks for having me there for your cool Doom celebration.
Yeah.
We'll talk to you next time. Next time you guys get together.
Certainly. You have a great day. Have a great evening.
Alright. You too.
Best of luck to you.
Keep on dooming.
You do keep on doing.
I will.
You keep like grooming or whatever. I don't know.
Alright. Well, take it easy.
Yeah.
Have fun.
We do.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for
Alright.
joining us.
Yeah.
I hope we can keep in touch.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye. Вот все-таки. Давайте выпьем. Вот кто проебал, тот лох.
My English is fucking awful. Блин, я... Может, не ребят, может быть, еще что-то. Может, не ребят, может быть, и...